meditacionesdiarias.com.
Welcome to our devotional for December 6, 2023. Today's devotional is titled, Submit to One Another. Let's read in Ephesians chapter 5, verse 21. Submitting to one another in the fear of God. The expression to one another is found about 40 times in the New Testament, depending on the version. These references can be divided into what we should do to each other and what we shouldn't do. Among the things that we should do to one another are love, accept, warn, be concerned about, greet, serve, consider, confess, pray, and be hospitable. The things we should avoid doing to one another include judge, irritate, envy, lie, and pay evil with evil. What a beautiful list of responsibilities. What a beautiful list of responsibilities. Several ideas are mentioned more than once, and the one mentioned most frequently is to love one another, with a total of 12 times. Which of all of these is the hardest for you to practice? When I ask this question, the reply is often, submit to one another. 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 5 reads, Likewise, you younger people, submit yourselves to your elders. Yes, all of you be submissive to one another and be clothed with humility, for God resists the proud, but gives grace to the humble. To submit ourselves, we need to be humble. Submit is a threatening word for many wives. Of course, it is impossible to submit to an abusive or violent husband, but submission and servility are not the same. Submission is an act of humility and mutual consideration that we do not possess naturally, but which the Holy Spirit gives us when He dwells in us. Biblical submission is within the context of the fear of God. Your respect for the Eternal One draws a line that marks where your own submission begins and ends. When your submission endangers your earthly obedience and fear of God, it is necessary for you to choose the latter. Submission in human relationships is not absolute and unquestionable. In the fear of God, submission demands respect, dignity, and mutual love. It is voluntary. You don't lose the essence of your life. Jesus continued being one with the Father when He acted humbly. The final purpose of humility is exaltation. See James 1:9. God the Father exalted God the Son after His humiliation. The person who exalts themselves is humiliated, but the humble person ends up being honored. God rewards the humble and the submissive. See James 4:10, which reads, Humble yourselves in the sight of the Lord, and He will lift you up. Submission is given within the frame of the fear of God. This Day with God, page 335, November 22nd, reads, How much trouble and what a tide of woe and unhappiness would be saved if men and women also would continue to cultivate the regard, attention, and kind words of appreciation and little courtesies of life. What a tide of misery would be saved in families.
Thank you for joining us. We invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel at m.youtube.com/c/Meditaciones Diarias and to follow us on our social media in Instagram at www.instagram.com/meditacionesdiarias7. May God bless you and your family.